Me and Tom are nervous. Fingers crossed it'll fire. Wish us luck. First time. Welcome back to another video. Tonight all the boys are coming round like we normally do on a Wednesday evening, and tonight's job is we're going to start on the twin engine. Season's about to start, we're about to get out racing and the car's still broke. So the plan tonight is get the car down, get the engine out, get it basically into Tom's van, because Tom's on his way down, arrive and drive. He's on his way down here now. So everyone's going to turn up, we'll start taking it out, then fingers crossed by the end of the night, Tom can take his engine away and he can start getting on with what he needs to do to get it repaired. And then I think the second half of the video will probably be us putting it back in and firing it up. Stay tuned, we'll see how we get on, and fingers crossed by the end of it with the Corsa back running. Engine's been pulled out on the ground. There's the damage. Over to Tom at Oldham Engines to get it all sorted out for me. But in return, Mr. Arrive and Drive, I've got to get his Astra in and I've got to build that. It's a good swap because I'd rather build his Astra than build the engine. So let's get it in his van. Let's get up to Oldham Engines. Let's get this refreshed. So obviously we're ready now to build the engine up. We've took the engine out of the Corsa. It's now getting it prepared for the Vauxhall Show. Tom's come with the great news of he's inspected the cylinder head and I've got 16 bent valves. So it's on the phone tomorrow to try and find a set, and we have no idea why they have bent the way they have. I would have guessed because I revved it to the moon, they've all clipped. There is some slight marks, nothing me, but they look like there is some bits there. They've all clipped, they've all bent, but they did seal. That's another thing we've got to repair on this engine. Need to source some valves and replace all them. In the back of Tom's super clean van, it's off to the magic place of Oldham engine parts to be repaired. Let's leave it with him whilst I build his van.
One eternity later.
This is again working on the cars ready for the Vauxhall Show. It is now Sunday before. In 7 days time, we will be at Santa Pod. Project Arrive and Drive. I would say 95% through all mechanical and fab work. The only thing left to do now is to build the wiring loom and start the engine. We still haven't even started it. The twin. Car down, engine in, and hopefully by the end of play, we'll have that one running. Because that one there should technically be bolt the engine in, bolt the auxiliaries on, fire it up. Because that's obviously all been running. It's just a new block and head. We've got no time to waste. As you can see, I've not had a shave or an haircut in a long time. So yeah, let's get the tools out. Let's get the welder fired up. Let's get cracking. So we're having to stop recording because Tom's got to ring the wife because he's under the thumb.
You like it? What I've got a ring for?
So we've put a good shift in. Bank holiday Monday. One of these cars, whether it's the twin or the van, has to be at mapping for Wednesday. So I think what's going to happen today is we're completely done on the van. Just wiring to finish off. I've pulled in one of my pals. Kurt, he's the lad who owns the K24 Polo build you will have seen. He's coming in to kind of help us get the loom sorted out. So it's an extra pair of hands, so we're not wasting time. So bank holiday Monday's job, twin engine down, engine in. Let's get the shutter open, let's get the van out, and let's go from there. So we've dropped the ramp, we're about to start work on the twin. And as you can see, she's absolutely minging. Because obviously, after Race Wars, I stripped the rear engine. As I've said about this channel is, I fell out with it. I thought, well, I'm not doing nothing over winter. We'll start again summertime. So basically, put it on the ramp, obviously with the head broken, put it up in the air, covered it up, left it alone. And as you can see, she's gone a little bit mouldy in there. So we're going to pull all the parts out. Obviously, no engine in. We've got the complete new build. So that's a new block, new cylinder head, new pistons, new valves, new everything basically. So this is a fresh engine, for the rear. So we're going to start putting that in. And obviously, anyone who's watched The World's Fastest Indian and knows Burt Munro, who has his little wall for the offering of Godspeed, I've started mine. So all my broken bits are all here. Every one of them all broken. And I've put my nice Vauxhall sign up just to throw that in. Let's get this engine into the bay, give it a clean before it goes in. I can start assembling and Tom can carry on playing with his. So where are we up to? It's about 3:30, bank holiday Monday. My engine is almost in and ready to fire. I think we've got the exhaust to put on, the heat shield, the back panel and oil, and then that's ready to fire. Tom's is being wired. We've had some modifications. As you can see, Kurt's extended the exhaust and he's found a nice way to store the broom. So this is still on rewiring. We're doing some dodgy stuff, but we've got to do what we've got to do to make the Vauxhall Show. I can't wait to see his cardboard on full chat at the start of Santa Pod. Finished putting it all together. Me and Tom are nervous. I've just been for a nervous pee. So we put oil in it. We're not going to put water in it. We're just going to prime it, crank it over, get some oil pressure, and fingers crossed it'll fire. Wish us luck. First time. Any leaks?
I don't think so.
No? They have a sinking issue, don't they?
Do they?
On the Olmecs, yeah, you have to spin it over reasonably fast.
Don't you give it any on throttle?
No, because it's just that coffee. Right, we're going to swap plugs because it sounds like it's missing on a cylinder or it's backfiring a bit. So we're going to pull the plugs out, swap the plugs over some new and go from there. Because it was backfiring a little, I thought timing or something ignition based is slightly out. Check the plug leads and it looks like I've got one of the plug leads wrong. So fingers crossed, second fire, we should be a bit better. Perfect. So the car's always had an idling issue on the rear engine from the beginning. The reason being is Olmecs is not the best ECU, to be fair. It's a bit dated and I've got such a massive throttle body, low down revs can always be a struggle. So it's literally got to warm itself up before it'll idle right. But it's idling, it's running, we've got a bit of an oil leak on the oil filter, but we'll just get some heat into it for 20 seconds and then we'll assess the leaks, put some water in it, double check everything. So, where are we up to? It's running. We had a leaky fitting, which was from an oil filter, the oil cooler pipe fitting. It looks like there's a slight nick on it, which has caused the oil just to seep out the fitting. It is blue, they're all black, but you know, can't be picky. I'm running out of time. So the car's running, it starts up, it seems to idle, running, ready to go, quite happy where I'm up to. So let's give a rundown of where we're up to. Because of the Vauxhall Show coming up, we're wanting to basically show what we're bringing to the show and how we're going to present and what we're doing type of thing. So what you're going to see on this video is right happening today. Project Arrive and Drive is in for mapping on Thursday. So that should be him. Do you like his exhaust cover? That should be him then, wired, ready to go. So that's where that one's up to. Next one, the Twin. As you will have seen, the Twin is running the job today. He's basically to get the van out, get the Twin down, and completely go over it so he's ready for the dyno. So it's now Tuesday, 1 o'clock. We're on the dyno Wednesday, 3 o'clock. And as you can see, we're pushing it fine. So, gonna round this video up because I need to get it edited and out for this evening. Because honestly, the clock's ticking. We've got one running, one not running. Fingers crossed we'll make the Vauxhall Show. I'm gonna call this one here. So thanks for watching. Keep on the journey, and fingers crossed we'll all be at the Vauxhall Show.